ADEPTS will take on the side of VIPERIO here in the best of 3 series. Both teams surprising us all in their first few matches. I feel like VIPERIO obviously taking a loss early on in the season, but then went on to beat Verdant, which later on even left the tournament. Maybe not necessarily after that game, but in particular, scheduling conflict. But VIPERIO still managing to get that win against one of the, on paper, stronger teams in the competition. ADEPTS on the other side, also winning themselves a game yesterday. So that will make them both have a very hungry face for this game. It's like they're feared, it's like the fight is taken over and it's Awaken. The remainder of this round is up to him, but he won't be able to bring it. VIPERIO loses their first round on their own map pick, giving ADEPTS the entry and a gateway into possibility of a bright future ahead, of course. Yeah, ADEPTS winning against Verdant yesterday, that was the matchup. After that, Verdant forfeiting all their matches going forward. But VIPERIO also winning against Verdant, and obviously losing early in the tournament against Sinners Academy, making the VIPERIO side have a 2-1 scoreline right now, with the fact that they got a forfeit win against Project G. ADEPTS, though, losing early in the tournament against the likings of K-Team, which is the reason why they're now on a 1-1 scoreline. VIPERIO is on a 2-1. So with that out of the way, this game will be for the chance to go for a 3-1 for VIPERIO or a 2-1 from ADEPTS, which make this game incredibly important to find. PRN doing good work there with the MP9. Looks like PRN is starting to go for the defuse, of course, as Zodi's been seen on the A side. Bomb has earlier been planted on B, just causing this defuse to come in without any problems. And well, the bomb was still halfway ticked. It's up ADEPTS to win the round. The French organization, of course, being here for quite some time in the Counter-Strike scene. Previously had a pretty old French team, now going down the more youngster route with a player such as Chucky from Belgium. A high elo-faced player. Well, he hasn't really even been the guy that stood out the most. Oxbrand has been carrying almost every game for ADEPTS so far. I think they're playing ESGA main, trying to get their way out to ESGA Advanced. So with that, of course, a good opportunity for them to show. And a bright future ahead. VIPERIO will be a rank above, but still got to show it on a more brawly map that they choose themselves. It's ADEPTS that come out of the ordinary quite great, out of the bloom. Easily find themselves 2 rounds in a row. These entries in this round do definitely matter. That is a brilliant trade over Zodi. He finds Ockbrand on the cross. Might allow some adaptation to come out from ADEPTS or for VIPERIO to wiggle their way back around. Chuck and PRM both taking back space of Cave. Zodi around the corner waiting. Headshot found. Looks for a second. PRN gets the trade and almost seems to fall. Need to stop him. Ooh, that molly's not good. An 8 inside of the smoke might allow a gap to show on PRN's behalf, but that's not to be. PRN having another chance. Tries to line him up, but Awaken sends him back in. As your B side lost and taken over, while Tarky, he's going to try to equalize and get this round back to his behalf. Double peak is going to work. VIPERIO plays that incredibly well. It's the round over the line, and so early part of this game has been a little bit of a back and forth affair. Might result into an equalizer and potentially above, because I feel like ADEPTS playing this right to the economy. They must be the ones forcing in this round. Chu can potentially drop over like an MP9 to one of his friends, but he's not going to do it. Just buys an M4, the rest is on pistols, and 1 MP9 is put up in the process. So VIPERIO could be leading all of a sudden if they play their cards right. Oxbrand down together with Chuck, taking space over PRN. Hating smoke, it's going to be great though. Screamo, definitely a screamer when it comes to that previous game. Game against Verdant, he played an awesome series. Now, also an incredible frag. Desta sneaked through the defense. Hasn't checked for Taki on top of the A boost. Or close A, rather. Don't know how he sneaked through. I think he came from Donut. And so expects A side to be completely cleared. Tarky starts chugging in a molly up close. That must be the giveaway. And Dest, although he earlier didn't know that, now taps Starkey away. But he thought he was capable of watching the A side. Holding it down. Didn't seem to be VIPERIO. Good for the plant. Adepts, I like the way they played that round, right? Stack B heavy, have a player with util on A to bait out, but if your player on A is not getting support for middle accordingly, player sneaking through all the way towards Donut is then pivotal and gets VIPERIO to put up a very good fight. Sure, a singular player dies, giving PRN the chance to pick up the AK, and Adepts will have an eco going forward with the rifles and the SMG. Which is still going to be something to be just a little bit fearful of if you're a Adepts fan, or a VIPERIO fan rather. All in all, just a good affair. Chance to find themselves having a little bit of room to go for. Here at this next round, a little bit more of a fighting back opportunity. He gets himself presented. Well, ultimately, VIPERIO should be good to win this round. Let's see if it's meant to be. Sodi behind Gel himself. Trying his utmost to send his team in. Screaming on the Mach 10 will do the work. That's a kill right there and then. Stolen a little bit by Swisher, but the side is under control and adapts, although initially looking to have some pieces pulled up nicely. Now potentially forced to save these weapons. Once more for the next. Or use a Hail Mary play. There, Oxbrand couldn't get it done. The Deagle potentially from Tarky. Nope, won't happen either. 2 kills from Swisher in this round on a good job, but the 2 rifles initially that they wanted to save, Adepts is still going to try to get done. Might get dunked on though by an M4 from long range. Swisher gets a trade on PRN and now knows that Chuk was the one taking him down earlier. He's going to start running away. Chased by a Mach 10. It's upgraded to an MP5, MP9. But it's not going to fall. Chuk stays alive. Adapts, loses 3 in a row. But are still able to manage to some extent. Pretty nicely done. Gonna see the next round in play being important. Full buy versus full buy. Finally Adapts, of course, that will have a buy equally as good as the VIPERIO side. Well, until this point, it always was just VIPERIO in the driving seat. Every single gunfight or gun round they had was them in the driving seat. It's something to be a little fearful of. Let's see if it is going to matter in any sort of way. So Adapts will get themselves the man advantage. Oxbrand. And how do you approach this if you're Adapts and VIPERIO? Of course, I think everyone is somewhat expecting Adapts to be a little less good in terms of playing together, maybe a division below her. They're lower than they were. But arguably they showed some great performances. Could be lacking a little bit in that team department, but ultimately I think every team should be fearful of them. Whatever way you put it. For VIPERIO, of course, the fact that they are not underestimating them in any sort of way is something that's really great about them. Taking every game for grabs, and it is a good fight from Zodi. Of course, the spray a little awkward, now knows where Tarky is, so it should be a 4th in a row for VIPERIO. The important round goes their way. They're taking cash out of the hands of Adapts, and they're using them like they should be. Able to get it over the line once more. And a 4-2 scoreline already for VIPERIO is a very good beginning. We're going to have ourselves a map of Ancient. After that, it would be Inferno to decide it. We're going to go all the way to the map of Anubis if we get there. So, 3 interesting games with, for now, ADEPTS against Verdant, having played all 3 of them. The same veto, but then starting off with Inferno, which is their own map pick, which they managed to win. Ancient, they lost against Verdant, but they went on to win Anubis. So that is something I feel like ADEPTS is going to try to go for this time as well. You can see that they are, in general, more familiar with the maps of Inferno and Anubis, and those are the 2 that are coming after this, so wanting to go for that reverse sweep potentially. Whereas for the side of VIPERIO, winning both Ancient and Inferno against the likings from Verdant, even Inferno being the pick back then from the likings of Verdant coming out. Yeah, VIPERIO has also lost both Anubis and Ancient before against Sinners Academy. And ADEPTS have also lost on Anubis against KT, but did manage to win on Inferno. So those are definitely sort of positions to look at, decisions to make, and for now also just not too much to put out from it. It's maps that all teams kind of know how to play, and VIPERIO have been in the updraft ever since their first game against Sinners Academy. Definitely had to get a wake-up call there. And beating Verdant 2-0 was that breakthrough moment. And now we're trying to go and move on towards that playoffs. That is which they're definitely looking for. Obviously, a round-robin format that we're playing, 8 teams total. Each team will play 7 matches, and if you win, you receive 1 point. Based of all the matches, 2 teams with the least points are out, which is already considered one of them being Verdant, so there's only 1 more spot. And after that, there's 6 teams going into the playoffs, with 1 being the number 3 versus number 5, 1 being number 4 versus number 6. And then the first and second seed going through in towards that playoffs already in the semifinals. And so you get yourself a playoffs bracket consistent of 5 matches in total to see who's the winner and who's taking a great sharehold of prize money that's on the line. Total of 1,000 or 10,000 that's given away. 6,000 to the first, $3,000 to the second place, and both third and fourth place. So making it to the first and second seed is already going to grant you at least $500. Already something that is most certainly achievable for VIPERIO with the way they've played so far. And that is something you're definitely going to want to get. All the playoff matches will be casted by me, so I'll be there to get all the storylines covered. Because that is going to be a lot of fun, right? You've played a whole group stage. You know all the intel. And inside of the playoffs, there's where the storylines can really start building. Will a team be able to upset? Or is it going to be first and second seed in the grand final? Making it. The regular season was there for the good reason. Desto making an opening towards middle. Oxbrand getting taken away, but a swing from Tarky should come in any moment. Should be a sitting duck. No, he's going to be able to manage. Rotations towards B being called. That's where Tarky comes into play. He's going to go to long. Back to short he goes, and Molly can stop him. They're going to try to run through. Burning. But obviously, HP still remains. Have to be standing. Awaken on long. Good swing. No flash to support from Swisher, so just trying to play it at the timing. What is Shook going to do? Moving in close. Swisher there on it still. Kill gets found. Doesn't know where Chucky is. He's already crossed in short. Hasn't paid attention to it whatsoever. Tries to swing. Chucky trying to chase. But again, finds himself a frag nevertheless. Looked like Swisher was going to move around to short and rethinking going long. Got Swisher, or Chucky rather, in a good position to find that frag, and so he delivered. ADEPTS finding themselves a way back into the game with this round, although money is still very much on the side from VIPERIO. It's at least a response after 5 in a row. It had to be done. This is where ADEPTS can start to build onto a bright future, but still very far from breaking the economy from VIPERIO. That will be the first concerning point. At least a round is some way back in. It's at least a little bit of an attachment A way to grip yourself into this game. Is it certainly needed. Good shot from Choik there coming out. Nest is a sitting duck. PRN tried to go aggressive, but I felt like that was a little bit too much. Felt so too. Get himself low and almost falling away. Choik. Get this one done. Doesn't seem like it. Sprint. Aggressive. Oxford tries to walk out cave, but sent to sky by Awaken. Good shot found to begin with for VIPERIO, of course, after Oxford kill. Probably tried to get out there alive, but couldn't deliver. Now wandering about. With again, aggression from the CT side. Full ramp possession found for VIPERIO. They're expecting an aggression play from ADEPTS to come out. Usually the team to sit back and relax. That's exactly what they do. They pay the price for it. Trying to find intel. But a little bit too much initially. And no trade opportunity there. Choik will now try. It's the watch from heaven. Still coming out. Awaken is checking it out. Chucky will fall. And so, aggression from Rem that came out already. Swisher not going to be there anymore. Awaken also joining them in the pact. Ball now going down. Choi could try to deny, but didn't do so. Wanted to find kills instead. Got blown away by Zodi, who's now, by the way, top frag in the IGL from Denmark. Doing good work for VIPERIO. And although that one round from ADEPTS was found, their economy still isn't. As they're most likely going to lose another round straight on top. They have to start building up some rounds in a row. Every time, just not having the resources for it. That is a problem for ADEPTS. You're going to have to face a full buy for the last 3 rounds for VIPERIO. You got to work with what you have. Every time you have a full buy round, you just got to take one confidently. Otherwise, only staying alive with one is only going to allow you to have like 1 M4. Again, rounds coming after should be dangerous to deal with. That is a dangerous thought as well to the back of our mind. Now though, looking for an opener is Oxbrand. Sent back in by Awaken. Chucky for the weapon initially. I think found the Deagle. Upgraded it from a 5.7. VIPERIO again taking early control over Rem. ADEPTS every time, trying to find for it. Haven't been able to find all too much success. There's a fight from Dest, who's already gone all the way to A. Again, a gap shown in Donut. But still a player that has to be dealt with on main. Tarky thought he was going to be pushed from main, but instead finds nothing. And now his Mech 7, he initially bought to go for a close range fight, becomes one that he has to use for long range. That ain't something all too successful. Yep, there goes Starkey out with a swing, realizing it's A to be the site. His Mech 7 is to no use. Bomb is going to look to tickle down. And he will still be pushed, so Tarky has a shot with his Mech 7. Turns around, that's 1 kill on Screamo. Longer range, makes it 2, and that is an AK. Nice and truly picked up from Tarky, I believe. Searching it, gets it now. And so VIPERIO on to 7, but at least an AK found and a lot of cash in the balance for ADEPTS. A chance to respond once more. They have to make a response come out. They're kind of forced to do it now. Or sooner than later. Response will have to come out, but waiting for that to be potentially now. For the push, yeah, looking good for Chucky. Gets 1 on the A site. So the entry working the way of ADEPTS. We have A side retake possibility. slowly ticking down. Zodi. Aggression on Tarky. Takes him away too from Temple. The flash to support. Oxbrand finds Screamo on the angle. 2 and Donut waiting. VIPERIO has time to just wait around to go for this. The revealing in the smoke. That's your defuser falling. Swisher from long can chip in. Is there time? Chucky. I don't think there is. He's not gonna get it in time. Even VIPERIO get away with murder there for sure. Not something we all expected. ADEPTS had so many players on the site. But that reveal in the smoke, the kill on the defuser, and then Swisher coming in for a swing. It's all pieces, key pieces to the puzzle. VIPERIO ain't stop it. And with a chance to go for 9-3, this looks like a very hard situation for ADEPTS to get themselves out of. VIPERIO setting up for that A execute here. Swisher, wow. That's a brilliant kill. Joins forces with Das to push their way up to the A side. Choi behind it. On the backside getting mollied. So forced to push on forward. Forced to be out in the open. That's Awakened. With a lovely kill coming out. Swisher getting another one out. The ADEPTS is constantly losing fights left, right, and center. They aren't able to stand tall. With 9 found for VIPERIO, this is an awesome health to begin with. You began with the CT side pistol going to ADEPTS. Felt like they had a shot at this game. After those 2 rounds, there's only one scramble one going the way of ADEPTS. Since then, it's been VIPERIO in the kill feed every single time. And how do you respond to this if you're ADEPTS? A pistol would be at least an answer to some extent. Though it's still going to be very, very hard to get this one. To make it any good for your team. That's something you're going to have to figure out. Opening fight towards A. ADEPTS is getting their way out of it. Looking for the headshot is Swisher. Wiggling left, right, and center. Choi having a chance, taking out Screamo. ADEPTS has taken space. Control over the A sides found. And now looking for the bomb plant as well. Might allow for a round from ADEPTS once more. Oxbrand has let one cross into Red Room. Called that information out and is going to find Awaken here on the cross. Running in. Swisher with 2, but Awaken is not aware of this flank. Oxbrand finally striking. And ADEPTS. Pistols are definitely their rounds. Pistols are definitely ones that they're shining on. From that point, it always becoming quite hard. And that's something you must try and be just a little bit careful about. As frag there being found from Dest as he's trying to go for another. He's sent back in straight up. So the round is going to go to the side from ADEPTS, and they are the ones at least making a play here in the early part of the second half. Again, it is a start. Question will remain whether or not it's going to mean a lot. And what it will be meaning. Choik doing his way out. Control over Cave. Now goes out into the side. ADEPTS gets good possession early on. And again, second round is always an easy one to fight. VIPERIO didn't go for a buy. That means they're confident, right? It's something very confident in the M4 by themselves now. And I do really feel like it is something to be just a little bit worried about. If you're ADEPTS right now, this round there's going to be lots of pressure on you for it. Lots of pressure on you for sure if you're ADEPTS. Of course, you knew what your task was going to be. You knew your task was going to be to pick up many rounds, and that is a start. It's very much provided to you now. Looking out to go for the A play. It is a fake, all in all. Boost over top. Zodi thinking of a rotation. Everyone from VIPERIO has fell away. Start moving their way into the A side. No one planting, and ADEPTS is now going to be sending it into the B side. I don't know why. This prediction came in from VIPERIO, but they completely read it through. Screamo is still there with an A4. With no bomb going down, it was enough to think the fake was sold. And with that, 5 versus 2 could be pulled in for more. PRN and Oxbrand doing work around the edges. And Oxbrand now the sole survivor. A 1 versus 3. We've fallen away. Back into safety. And what you do now if you're Oxbrand? Are you going to try to save this AK for the next? Or will you just sell it? Give it away. Position has been given away. He wants them to peek him. He wants them to start fishing. And then, of course, the big fish will try and dodge it around. Oxbrand being that one. Always. Big fishes don't like to be caught. But right now, he catches a bullet from Zodi. Another big fish on the server. This time 16 and 6. As an IGL, that is a godlike scoreline to have. Have your IGL fragging like that, and you're going to win games for sure. Not even everybody needed to be there with him. Is a crazy thought in mind. How will it be looking like with the potential to go for a 13 here? As ADEPTS is going to have an eco if they lose some more. Good chances so for the side of VIPERIO to clean this away. They have to fight into the A side. Awaken goes for Helmer to play for the smoke. It's worked out. Second kill on the side is coming with these. PRN sent to Sky through the smoke. Swisher, is he checking middle in time? It looks like he was. But Choik is still allowed to get their frags. Left down low, though. Just about of 8 points of health. Pushing through from Temple. Screamo doesn't look properly. And maybe a wrap around into B can start coming out. But you need to win the fight against Zodi. And he's been an absolute killer to deal with. Once more standing tall, but just for one. Allows the cross to the B side to happen. Steps, though, from Dest. But he pushes his way up into the heaven. He's now going to hear the plant on B. Shifting is what the Swede does. Around the corner. Finding the kill on Chucky already. A smoke on the side. Choik low. Trying to make his way across into ramp. Dest will go for the ninja. Maybe Choik thinks it's a fake. But he sticks it all day long. Oh, VIPERIO. Getting away with murder with this crazy clutch. A kill as well on Choik. No chance to stand. ADEPTS thinking they do good by picking up the pistol and the follow-up. But there's nothing left of them now. Having to eco for at least a chance for overtime. But for that, 7 consecutive would be needed afterwards. That is by no means an easy task to find. Looking for 12 here, VIPERIO. What do they have cooking for us? Not the buy from ADEPTS. That's something we expected. Going to run their way into middle. That's the chugging an 8. I think he did. Some players down low. Just a little bit. Their second molly. Making the M4 be very useful. Kills have come through. ERN and Exort are both down low. This should still be a easy round to find here for VIPERIO. Unless the Tech 9s can go huge. Chucky was the one initially on low or high points of health. Now left down low. MP9 switching weapons, but so did Exort in the process. And then the Tech 9 for PRN can't do anything. VIPERIO takes the round, although it was a little bit closer than expected, I feel like. Are going to take that round for grabs and are now on a 12-5 advantage. 7 more for ADEPTS in order to make it go to overtime, but with this one being so damn well played out, you're going to be thinking about it to be a very hard comeback, and for VIPERIO to just do it straight up now. What can they do? Zodi will lead away. Gets pushed by Choik. Screamo trying to get the trade on the ramp. Everybody seen to be passing. That gives Swisher the opportunity to stand up single-handedly, having to mow down a few. That's one already. Spotted the second. Trying to play around. He gets two. That's more than enough. A dink on the third as well. He did his part. He did his job. Made the equalizer and some more. Giving ADEPTS the chance to plant, but a retake for VIPERIO to be somewhat possible. He's looking like an advantageous spot to be in. Molly to the back of Donut. Rock already being low. A flash will fully catch him. He's going to have to dodge. The bullet's flying. Gets killed by Awaken. Chance for another. Awaken goes for a second. Makes it happen. It's all down to Tarky. On top of the boost. Molly thrown. Awaken. Trying to chase him close. A headshot is all they need. A body shot is enough as well. VIPERIO takes their own map pick in their hands, 13-5, and so the series has turned into a potential of a very clean sweep here for VIPERIO. If they take Inferno as well, which they've already done previously in this tournament, they are cooking big time. They're the better team overall, and they showed it here. Let's see if Inferno has something cooking for ADEPTS, though, as they need to still find one more round. Actually, they've only found one round besides the pistol. Hello everybody and welcome back to the second map, of course, of VIPERIO versus ADEPTS here in this best of 3 series. It's 1-0 for VIPERIO. If they take this map, they're going to be going through once more, of course, inside the competition with some decency showing already. So there is a play gonna come out here, as in fact the side of ADEPTS is going to be in a comfortable spot themselves when it comes to this map in particular. VIPERIO in a little bit more of a comfortable spot in terms of the whole competition, because they're the ones already having a forfeit win against Project G, having a win against Verdant, but obviously losing against Sinners Academy. ADEPTS still have gotten that win already against the likings of Verdant as well. They're also on 2 wins now at the moment, but it will just be something to be a little bit fearful about for the majority of time. Chucky, 2 kills for the Tech 9. Screamo, the trade coming out. The Glock up close, looking for the fight. Exort getting it done, and so ADEPTS again. Pistol rounds don't seem to be that much of an issue. It's usually not that much of a problem. When it comes to the other rounds, that's when majority of problems are starting to start. With them getting a good beginning on the board. Let's see if there's a play to come out. Going in for the next round, of course. It's ADEPTS leading 1-0. Have a buy, 5 USBs, stack the middle. Chucky, 1 kill. 2 kills coming out. Chucky doing good work. Awaken taking himself singular. And find that Mac 10. There's the bomb. Will be planted. The Mac 10 cannot do too much. Swisher is going to fall, and so the second round going to ADEPTS already. Looking pretty good. The beginning has been made. Moving in. That's leading their way into the side here. No kill to come out. Smoke as a response. That's ultimately looking to have 4 of their players get their way across and in towards the B site. Well, one is flanking apartments. This could be great. It's Tarky on the flank. As soon as this play is going to start coming out, of course, there will be snaps heard. There will be plays to come out. Like, they were starting to win some. Eventually, VIPERIO started to lose some possession, and so did the server. Server lost possession as of a whole, as it wasn't there anymore. It completely crashed. Luckily, we've started off once more with a new game. Hopefully, this time we'll keep it out for as long as possible. But the technical timer is still up. Waiting for the admin to confirm everything. And then we'll start where we originally left off. With 2-0 beginning from ADEPTS. And here we go. Start has been found. And so we're gonna see the 2-0 beginning from ADEPTS. Are they gonna have the ability, not with a smoke like that, are they gonna have the ability to continue even on the full buy round? Something that was a little harder to do on the map of Ancient, but maybe on their own map pick of Inferno it is easier to be done. Something that's gonna have to be decided quite soon. There goes the fight. Good shot from Awaken. A 1-for-1 trade has been found. Nathan Zoni will open up the smoke and is giving Joik a chance to collect. 2 on CT, waiting for the conversion from PRN. Checking behind. Maybe a swing from the FAMAS coming in any moment. It's going to be destined to find PRN there. Tries to collect through the smoke. Might be better off saving here. Picks up an AK. And VIPERIO is leaving the server. So, a brilliant start found is something ADEPTS had to go for. Something they were eventually able to find. And now even going on and beyond to the point where they're finding the first full buy round is something they're going to be pretty happy about. The French Org, of course, trying everything they possibly can. Continue up where they left off. There goes the fight. Swisher wins it. A third in a row for ADEPTS being taken. Now there's a buy for either side once again. Of course, VIPERIO, they saving those weapons. They're gonna leave them on their final buy before being in a little bit of a troublesome position. So for them, it is much more up to chance to find it now, rather than for a VIPERIO to start building up. It's so important. The ADEPTS just needs to find more to give us confidence, give themselves confidence in these full buy rounds. They start losing now, we might go down the same trend as we did in Map of Ancient. It doesn't seem to happen. Their own map big, their full buy seem to be a whole lot stronger. And Oxbrand is just chilling behind the smoke. Almost going to go down on A. Eventually might start swinging into Library, or you can hear VIPERIO running away. ADEPTS has won a 4th in a row. Great play from the French Orc, and you're looking at more and more consequences. VIPERIO not coming out of the gates as steaming hot as they did before. And you are going to have a whole lot more potentially cooking for you. But ultimately, I do feel like a 4th is in the realm of possibilities to find fairly soon. And for VIPERIO themselves, of course, I don't think losing these full buy rounds is going to matter all too much for the beginning part. Also thinking of the fact that the T side is still going to be there for grabbing. But if you're all of a sudden starting to think of this lightly, and ADEPTS is 6-0 up, that comeback is going to be hard to take for no matter which team you're playing against or with. 6-0 deficit is always going to be hard to clear. Just a few rounds and then you're good to go. Choik, good opener on Zodi. 1 kill from ADEPTS has been found. The man advantage is working. Primo, the headshot. 5-7 runs out of the smoke. Chucky is there to line him up. ADEPTS should be 5-0 up soon. As with this, Plant converts it. It's probably an easy pickup from them. An easy round to find. And again, quick acceleration into the site will leave VIPERIO shockingly unaware of what just happened. Was an eco for VIPERIO. But again, losing 5 in a row already is something to be fearful of. No matter what team you're playing against or with. Round number 6. Beginning of a lifetime for ADEPTS, being 5-0 up in the game. Playing some really good Counter-Strike at the moment. Something VIPERIO can't really say about them at the moment. Being a whole lot harder for them to go for this. Chucky wanted to go aggressive with the arc, thinking can get away with everything now. Maybe going a little overzealous at times. That is the fear from getting so many rounds now all of a sudden. The fact that ADEPTS can recover the way they have is also promising to me. But like I said, getting overzealous is then again already your trap you find yourself into. Double entry found over towards the A side. One just walking through the smoke. One alone in apps. As again, some switching up of plays from ADEPTS that is all of a sudden not coordinated. A little too much. Let's see what comes from it. Side has been taken over successfully. ADEPTS will go for the plant. VIPERIO is looking for the retake. Shot from the ARP. Looking good. Screamo. Send away. As he falls to the hands of Chucky. So 2 versus 2 remaining. Smoke is choked up. Oh, they're getting cleared. Shot from Chucky will be found. Great shot from the ARPer. And ADEPTS, although originally found themselves 2 men down, are going to still be able to pick up this round. They accelerated into B. VIPERIO making a stupid rotation, I assume, because that was not meant to be. They have a triple B. You find a double entry as your team. The next thing you do is you leave B completely open or only guarded by 1. That is a very silly and unnecessary move, I feel like, VIPERIO were going for, causing them to lose another round and even more of their focus in this game, even more of their target. Like, it's very nice. Very cool of course, that where they are, but the criteria was going on. Over the line. That's the dangerous position you could find yourself into. Aggression from the ARP, Awaken. Trying to get an early fight. Not meant to be. Aggression from Screamo. He's going to walk his way up. Into the bedroom, making play come across. Starkey will be finding himself a frag, and that's an entry. Screamo going aggressive. Overzealous. Kill gets found. Trade frag here from PRN. Opens up the gate from ADEPTS into B. Widely opened up. Only one there still left is Dash that he cannot deliver. PRN sends him to Sky. And there, the 7th is already going away for ADEPTS. And with that, almost a flawless round from ADEPTS. Switcher tried to save, couldn't do so. ADEPTS winning the half already. VIPERIO going to be on pistol armor here, I assume. At least I would suggest them to do that. Not going to force the issue. We'll definitely have to force something quite soon, because it ain't working the way they've played so far. It's only making them fall more and more out of order. And eventually that is starting to become troublesome. Perhaps going in for a little bit of an execute. Joik. Fallen away. Right there in the pact. Chance to accelerate into B. So the only one playing there. So with the fake. Expecting a rotation from one of the VIPERIO players to come out. Might cause ADEPTS to walk right into the stack of VIPERIO. The only chance you will get. Potentially try and get this one across. Awaken on the Deagle. Trying to deliver. There's the flank to open up. Mid-fight. Awaken. The headshot. Can't find it. Screamo from the boiler side. Makes a play. Gets it all done. VIPERIO gets all the kills necessary after the entry on Swisher. Since then, it was a complete shutdown. ADEPTS don't seem to find success in this round. And that is a problem. As VIPERIO gets around with pistols that should have been an easy one to find. Doesn't go their way, and that is the start of something a little harsh. Going for a fast B player with MAC-10s and a P90 most likely. Tarky running in first. 50 bullets in the mag. A tag on the off. Will be found. Zodi gets sent to Sky. And there we have it. A nade, MAC-10, and a P90. And your B site is open. That is the ADEPTS special. A new tactic. Take notes. Close, falls away. VIPERIO, they win a round, but they get drawn back instantly. Means they're back on a low buy, I was gonna say. It doesn't mean anything. 8.1k on some of them. VIPERIO still get money. But ADEPTS on the other side is also gonna be on the 8th just now. Going for more. ADEPTS taking space over apps, making sure they're hand in hand. Two of them there. Zodi, only one that's left on this B side as Awaken has fallen. Leaves him to run in. They instantly try to find that trade. That's well done. Chucky finds the entry, but doesn't mean that it's sustainable. They try to fall away, but not in time. Aggression from Tarky is good from apps. Opening up the door, but can he close it once more? Yes, he can. No one from VIPERIO allowed to get in. Screamo tried, but was unsuccessful. The Bulgarian gets shut down. And it causes ADEPTS to have an easy access into round 9. Means that they're only 4 rounds away from taking this map out of the hands of VIPERIO. Inferno. A map which I originally thought VIPERIO was going to easily lose against the likings of Verdant. Considering that was their pick in that series. Winning that one fairly confidently. Now, against a newer team in ADEPTS, the individuals are seeming much better. Just the individual barrage has looked good. Chucky on the off has been incredible. Tarky found openings to apps, always been able to lurk around. And so even if VIPERIO were trying to get some kills, he was always going to be there to take you down. Just in general, the roles nicely split. And a good try presented itself. Try from VIPERIO is by no means a perfect one. An MP9, Swisher on no util. And Awaken only got a flash, so there is some pieces that aren't fully there. Which makes this round an achievable one for ADEPTS. Swisher tries to go aggressive from apartments, taking all the space of second mid in the world. Of course, Tarky is going to flank. Tarky is now also watching for Swisher to go aggressive, potentially into middle. Fight provided. In the meantime, a BX very fast. Test is not going to look, and the church player gets blown away. Breaking open the side straight up once more. Tarky gets overrun by a USP, but does it really matter? You have a man advantage from ADEPTS. You have the side taken over. You're letting Screamo get behind you. And Screamo is going to try to go for a ninja. Joik might be alt-tabbing there in the corner. Never mind. Seems like he's going to stay there. This is the chance though for Screamo. One of them staying at the bomb. That is perfect. But the thing is, Choik shouldn't start run out now. That steps on the side. Screamo still going for the defuse. Choik is ready. And with that, the Ninja unsuccessful. Well done from ADEPTS to have your player there with you. Some teams will lose rounds like that. But always having a player at the bomb is crucial to beat. And so, round 11 might be following right on top again. A weapon buy from VIPERIO that is arguably a whole lot better or a whole lot worse. Previously, you still had an AWP. Now you don't even have that. Instead of one MP9, you now got 2 and a baby rifle. Swisher getting overrun here. But still, the Estonian is able to hold 2 kills from Swisher coming out. And with that, a 5-on-2 is looking to easily be obtained. Remote taken away. Tarky and Choik are the 2 remaining in this round. So it will be VIPERIO trying to get themselves towards a second. Looks like the SMG is sometimes a whole lot more powerful. Might allow for a whole lot more freedom. Although the freedom is not to fight from close and long range, but short range, that MP9 is so good. Get a chance to go for a swing. Swisher, can he go for more? Nope, not to be. Falls away to the hands of Tarky, and Tarky's going to line up a second to then fall to the hands of Awaken. Second round from VIPERIO. It's a big and long game ahead still. A long path that they have to put up. But as long as you can get your pistol again, there shouldn't be too much concern. And even if you lose the pistol here, there's still not too much to be concerned about. You still get so many chances to close it out that I feel like a third map is inevitable. Set up towards B here, VIPERIO. Yes. Coming around, running across BRN with the Dobretta doing the work. ADEPTS. Oh my goodness. B site is getting shut down by a pair of dualies. 3 kills for BRN. Make it 4. He's the hero of the team. And that might be enough right there, ladies and gentlemen. That might be enough to go ahead and win this map. Make us go to Anubis as a last. With VIPERIO needing to mentally reset exquisitely. Armor pistols being bought, losing this round, and you're probably going to lose the final one as well. There's a lot of pressure put at VIPERIO. This is your only gateway you have. Nate is already good though from Joy coming out. It's PRN helping him to take possession over Banana. Joy still having a good shot at it. USB out as well to get overrun by Screamo. Sure, the damage was done by PRN for the majority of time, so his teammate helped him die. Eventually, that 1 kill isn't going to mean too much. It isn't going to be something you're too concerned about. Screamo is going to try to fall away. There we go. 12 is found. ADEPTS put themselves fairly nicely cooking. That will bring them to map point here. Just hold on once. You'll win it out, playing against the double Galil and the rest being pistols. So the overrunning potential for VIPERIO is already going to be a lot less than you originally expected. Trying to go for a split A. 2 from short, 1 ADEPTS, 2 long. Chucky up close with the MP9, creating some space, but long needs to be clear, so Chucky needs to go aggressive. Through the smoke he goes, tries to go for a ramp, but only 1 for Chucky thus far. Making this an easy round to win. Tries to go for a second, but a dink is all he finds. Zodi was originally left standing. Now not to be. And with that, man advantage for VIPERIO. Into a comfortable spot, leaves ADEPTS to save. 2 are saving, giving a third away to VIPERIO. They're still in this one. Although not by a lot.
Terrorists win.
Aggression into middle. Awaken hasn't fully given up just yet. Dest is going to be swinged from behind. Oxbrand, oh no, through the smoke, can't get the kill. Damage done to one of the players. A few down low, the chance to spray. Chucky collecting on Switcher. A nade doing good damage on Awaken. And with that, ADEPTS now 2 kills away from winning this map. A 4-on-2 has been found. The question still stands, how much further this can be taken. They'll most certainly try. Get this one across. But for ADEPTS 2 on the B side in particular, should be enough to get this one done. Molly will be used, double Molly to be exact. Burning PRN away, it's going to be falling. Choik still standing, creates the space with the smoke, that's down low. Just a singular kill would be enough for Choik to win this one out. They can't find him in the smoke, now they do, so Dest allowed to create space, but it does allow ADEPTS to come from Banana already. In the fight they go, Chucky. Falling away, now back out. Not really the usual they expect to have. Here comes the fight, Dest wins it. Tarky with an A4. Coming up. It's a good plan. That shot is great. VIPERIO wins the round. Can't believe it. How easily they can turn that one around. A 2 versus 4, which looked impossible to find. Comes out to be a victory. Now chances to confirm things right here, right now. Well, still gonna have so much more to bring to the table here. VIPERIO. Still the chance to close for ADEPTS, but are they gonna get it done? Will there still be a few rounds going over it? They've nade, creating space on Banana. Dest. Waiting there. Eagle did some good work. VIPERIO cleans things up here. Easily able to find the round. And now with 3 in a row from VIPERIO, you're starting to get just a little bit concerned, more or less, for this comeback. That's playing a good game. They can draw it to a 3rd map already. They've kind of done their job. And still, Anubis, where I'm going to be very excited about in seeing their aggressive playstyle that they've been chugging on the T side. Is something you can definitely show on the map of Anubis. Opening fights towards B, a fast exec there, or just going to run into middle. Take space there with the util. It's all something you can go for. Chucky helping Oxbrand on the long side. Advantageous position found for ADEPTS. They're on a pretty good spot. Move their way across. One on the side. One was under balcony. Fisher tagging him down. Hit the 50. The rep from second middle in Choik is going to come out as well. That's something you're going to have to be very careful of. Right, shocking Swisher. Soon arriving on the flank. But right before that happens, VIPERIO opens up the door towards the A side. And the flank from APPS might not come in time. Might also be suspected. Awaken was aware. Shuts it down with the ARP. Once an AK. For the remainder of this half. And again, ADEPTS not in the spot they like to be. They were the ones initially in the driving seat. Now losing full buy after full buy. Something to be just a little bit concerned about. They aren't going to be happy. Considering the CT side. VIPERIO. Give them an inch. They might run a mile. We all know how that saying goes. So far, that's taken into full account in this game. Imagine if this comeback would be completed. And it would obviously be... or ADEPTS rather, would obviously be under... or into a lot of problems. Short out for middle, which will follow BRN and Oxbrand. They're making space for the team. Who Awaken couldn't find himself, falling down to 7 points of health. With Tarkov being the remainder in this round, it won't be anywhere. With VIPERIO just winning it. And so 5 more for VIPERIO, already taking 5 in a row. Just the exact same needs to be done in order to win this one out. ADEPTS, will they get this one over the line? Is there still something more in VIPERIO? There's the entry on Dest. That is a beginning. Through into A sign, make it a 4th. Chuck is gonna come there as well. Choke. Joint from long. Flash will come out. Swisher goes from apartments, but there's a double stack there. Oxbrand is waiting on behind the default box. And Tarky along with the balcony. That's a second kill. Chucky shut the players down going long. And now the ramp with the bomb still having to be picked up. That won't be so sophisticated. This A site is where VIPERIO is going to have to head, and they're going to have to go fast. Needing to clear apps. Need to break this crossfire on the site. All spread. Getting taken away. Blown out of the round. Tarky though can deny the bomb. He can't do it. It's taken away. Chucky tries to deny the bomb from going down, but even that won't happen. The ARP duel won by Awaken, who keeps his team alive and awake. 2 more kills. VIPERIO once more looked like they had a knockout punch thrown on them. And now they're fighting their way back. They might actually have a chance to get themselves taken away still. Zodi loses his life, gets ADEPTS the win. It took them a long time to get it completed. It should have already been done quite sooner. 5 in a row made VIPERIO still look like it was a doable position. But all the pistols still going away for ADEPTS is something they're definitely going to be happy about. If they can continue this form on the side of Anubis, we can have ourselves a lovely game. For now, the game has been equalized. Coming potentially depends on what ADEPTS does in this game. It's once more a mental reset that VIPERIO could acquire. They probably thought the game was already won after the map of Ancient been going that successful. But, of course, they weren't there yet. No arrival was yet found. And now, the side, ADEPTS will try their utmost in order to continue here with the play. Does look as if the round will be found. VIPERIO is going to be able to win out the knife round. Choose what side to start on. And now we'll see what they can do. VIPERIO on the CT side, ADEPTS on T. Let's see what they got cooking for themselves here. Let's hope it means a lot for them to do what they gotta do to continue where they left off. Pushing their way through into middle. That is something ADEPTS will do. They're playing on the T side. VIPERIO choosing CT. And it will be a mid to Temple to A, it looks like. VIPERIO rotating to B. Well, ADEPTS is going to go for an A play here. Oh boy, this is a pistol setup that I've seen before in pro play. ADEPTS fight nobody in the process. Plant the bomb on A and have a 5 versus 5 post plant against VIPERIO on the T side in order to begin the series or the game, the final one, on a successful number. Screamo gets blown away by Tarky there. Goes for another swing. Tries to find Swiss Shitter who's in the middle. Headshot found. Make it to the USP. Is clinching up successfully. Trying to go for more though. Swiss Shitter pushing his way through. Awaken, a lovely tap will come out. Chucky double trades it back. Tap on the bomb. Looking to complete a swing. Once more a tap. Zodi ain't going for this anymore. With a lovely headshot, he creates some space. The retake is unsuccessful. ADEPTS will come and get their victory to begin this final map with. A brilliant start for the side from ADEPTS, who already were on an incredible good number on the previous map. Look to be shining at all sides. From ear to ear, they were smiling after that victory. And now an instantaneous start here against VIPERIO could be a very nice delivery. Util in the hands of ADEPTS. They're going to go for a B exec here. At least that's what it seems like. Test will go out for the first kill. VIPERIO will try to respond accordingly. And with the MP9s and the FAMAS up close, those weapons are so powerful in short range fights. And you can see why. Mowing them down, trying to go into B side. And Chucky and Tarky are the two remaining. Try and shape it up. It should be a tight game in no time here. With VIPERIO looking very solid to pick it up. Going into B, looked like a decent response, but with those M4 or with those SMGs, gotta clear those close angles, gotta chug in mollies and nades to try and flush him out. Didn't react accordingly. And now are most likely paying the price for it. Now you have a Molly and Tarky, which you originally had to use to clear out the early angles. Uses it to the back of the side. No one is there. The Deagle from close to Temple. He's trying to swing, and with 40 seconds, ADEPTS will have to make a play. They still want to get this round to their side. Chucky pushing out the first, getting two, but taken away. The stacks are too good right now to respond, yet Jody is left alone on the side. Maybe this can still be turned around. Swisher hasn't made any noise yet, but if Tarky expects this long flank, there's a good chance he will win out the fight. If he clears Con, maybe Long is on his mind soon. Gonna smoke it off. Allowing Swisher to go through it. Now pushing. Con getting planted. Chance to swing. Swisher's gonna find it. By the skin of their teeth, VIPERIO pulls through. Should have been an easy round, but Chucky and Tarky did that so well. Taking their sweet time, clearing out all the angles with diligence. But in the end, still the flank from Swisher catching him off. And finding VIPERIO at a tight spot now against a force buy from ADEPTS. And after that, an eco. Now VIPERIO can claim themselves a little bit of a lead here in this final map of play. Which can really be beneficial for that T side still yet to come, of course. Any play to come. The SMG will mow him down. Screamo. It's a lovely opener. 2 kills with the MP9 already found. And yeah, close range, Matt. It's so good. The aggressive style ADEPTS might be looking at. No trade opportunities there. Simply not taken. And questions still up. Spray from Screamo. SMG, that works out. Oxbren and Chucky looking to move their way into B, trying to play a different extremity. And with success, as Oxbren has been found. Triple man advantage here for VIPERIO. Awaken up close, finds Chucky looking the wrong way. With VIPERIO claiming that round, they're now up 2-1. Double round advantage could soon be taken as well. Trying to find themselves into a competent spot. Which has now been achieved with this eco most likely. Oh, the nade, the util. It's well thrown on middle, giving taps away. Chances for Zodi to mow him down. Damage on all of them. PRN and Turkey down low, and now those are just the 2 remaining. A nade and another one. Blowing him down. VIPERIO. A good beginning. Pistol round might have gone the way of ADEPTS again, but the response sooner from VIPERIO this time. That's going to allow for a great play to come out. That's going to allow for stability at all fronts. On the side, they're running their way in. ADEPTS tries something cheeky, but Tarky isn't clearing anything, causing him to straight up fall right into the hands of the players of VIPERIO. Back at the side still has to be cleared. That's still waiting. They're flanked from CTSL coming in time. Chuck was already down low. Choik falling down is going to give an opportunity for ADEPTS to start chilling. As VIPERIO, with that kill, thought it was a full-on BXX for sure. Seems like they're still on a wraparound. Dest is aware of that, though. Checks out, finds Oxbrand. And now Chucky, the man that has stepped up before a lot of times with the ARP, the individual you're obviously looking at to do it for the most part. Now up for a clutch. Seen on mid. Mollied off, giving him a chance to go A instead. He tries to go for a headshot. Doesn't find it yet on Screamo. Screamo will in fact try to go for another tap. Hasn't been found. That's down to 50. Chucky. Is there any way he can make it happen? Dropping the bomb for a fake. It doesn't matter. It doesn't pull the sight from VIPERIO apart. It doesn't make him jiggle. And now with it falling, a 4th in a row for VIPERIO. The Tech-9's up for play. I'm not going to do too much here for ADEPTS, I feel like. So again, a little bit of a mental reset was all that VIPERIO really needed. I think that they were a little bit surprised as to how easily things were in fact done. Friend taken. They're trying mid instead, and once more. The extremities just don't seem to do the same for the side from ADEPTS as going straight up middle. Something that's worth trying. Screamo up close here, commenting the fight on Chucky. Going for another, but Tarky been able to get that trade out. He's going to plant a bomb on the A side. And so it will allow take to come out or for a post plan to be held. Good shot from Dester. The Swede does it again. As he finds BRN on the cross, leaves just Tarky down to 11. Running out. Up close. M4 finds one. But the trade from Swisher is there in time. VIPERIO is still alive and cooking. Of course, the round could have been a whole lot easier. But VIPERIO does his job well. Five to 1. A response from ADEPTS will have to come out. But how will they respond? There goes Dest in for a fight. All friend has fallen. PRN getting himself a straight frag out. It's VIPERIO still waiting on the A side with Swisher. Nate will be chucked 2 behind the smoke of Long as well. Rotations. When will they happen? Swisher is still all alone on the site. Has already called for backup a few times now. Eventually, it's starting to be Zodi coming into play. But too late to the occasion. Swisher will have to step up and he will deliver the AK. Needing another up close. And of course he will. Estonian stepping up once more around the edge of the smoke. Still a gap provided. Giving Chuck a chance to walk his way in. Nate's up close. It's not going to hit too much. It does open up the door for Awaken. And he will deliver with the arm. Being again. Just Stewart remaining. Around the edge. Moving in. 13 bullets. So won't be able to kill everybody. Before having to reload. And a double stack on CT should be enough to deal with him. 1 kill is enough. Because Swisher's going to trade you. VIPERIO puts themselves up to 6. And they're fully here to take business into their own hands. Matters into their own hands. They lose the pistol and win every single round after that. Now the timeout from ADEPTS, but feel like it's too late. Six rounds already going down the drain. They fought with everything they can think of, everything they've had. The matter of the fact is that VIPERIO close to winning this map already, being the CT side, just having most of their success on, right? It is usually the CD side as well, to which is obviously not so easily get that many frags on, right? It's not so easy to find this many rounds, and still obviously isn't to do that. By no means, but the fact that you're getting yourself 6 makes it so that VIPERIO is the driving seat of a bare minimum of 6-6 half, which is already considered a very good half for yourself. That is where you're going to be going for. Test. And taken away. Strip downs. Not even. Advantage found once again. Swisher on the side. To open it up. Get it done. The ball will go down. This retake, though, is so hard to find. How do you get yourself some space? There's probably no chance to do so, really. PRN up close, fully flashed, back to the side, being cleared. How is Swisher not getting this kill with a Tech 9? Now he is. Switches to the AK, 2 on main. With the nade, he'll try to deal with one of them. Tarky is down low, still not the kill he wanted to. Now the defuse happening, going for it. Never mind. Take it down, you get a chance to spray. There's a defuse. Oh, it's happening! VIPERIO! Get away with murder! How does Zodi get the defuse in time and fights an up with it as well, just casually picking it up? That is dangerous. Danger right there. As he picks up the weapon, claims the round, but oh my goodness. That was not something to be too excited about. VIPERIO is doing good work. That's something you can only be happy about. So far, so good. Fight in middle. Yeah, I mean, ADEPTS, can you really speak of something? You get yourself openers if you're Chucky, but down to 10 points of health. Flashbang to support the push in. Zodi desperately trying to potentially bait him out. Now he's the final player remaining. Zodi, is he suspecting it? The swing could be good. Grab on the frag. PRN down to 10 points of health. Can Zodi clutch again? Can VIPERIO clutch again? He has an ID. Carpet. That's where you're going to have to look out for. Goes right into the hands of PRN, who's walking out with his knife. Around the corner. The IGL knows everything. VIPERIO does everything. And I'll 8-1 up going forward. What a genius play at this play here. VIPERIO is doing God's work. And with 8 found on the CT side, it's close to being over. Entry found for ADEPTS. Man advantage still taken. Awaken gets found by Chucky. And moves their way in. At least they're trying to get their way across and into the site. with the bomb going down.
Terrorists win.
With the second for ADEPTS found, it's VIPERIO looking for another one edge over. Does look like VIPERIO is going to get the opportunity. Written all over it for themselves. Will be a play in middle. Fast play coming out. Chucky goes through with the arm into Con. Gets a kill on Dest. Second one as well. Chucky opens up swiftly. The side is his. ADEPTS once more find a one up. I don't know how they're able to do it, but these fast styles, these fast single entries for example, Chucky, are easily obtained. And so VIPERIO is looking to find themselves falling once more to the hands of ADEPTS. Great shot from Chucky on the ARP. Who's awakened to fall. A third will be found for ADEPTS. Shot from the AK, Zodi making space, kills on Chucky, Zodi goes for a fourth here, potentially. Wants to go for a flank back. Switch around, no one from ADEPTS goes for a bait and switch this time, or is going to watch Zodi run in. 17 kills already for the IGL. Chance to go nuclear on the final two as well. What can Zodi do? Nate, in nicely, out in the open, two of them. Waiting right on it still. Round going to ADEPTS successfully. Putting themselves up to 3. And with this second and a potential third to end the half, I would say the chance is still there for them to come back. Although it's a small piece of a very big pie. Still going to have to do so much more. Good opener for Chucky. Aggression from VIPERIO as a reaction to them having weaker weapons. They're going to go in for another fight towards the A side. Running their way across ADEPTS, making a play. Screamo. Good shot from the 5-7. Just create some space towards the long side. ADEPTS will ultimately be left with 4 versus 4. Great shot from Darky. Looking for a second. ADEPTS, oh my, breaking open like never before. Still be up to 4 now. An 8-4 half as we're switching sides. Sure, 3 in a row at the end isn't much on the T side of Anubis, but it is a beginning. It is a start. It's something you can go ahead and work with. And it's worthwhile. Go for VIPERIO. Will this be the pistol they win? Hey, the most T-side map in the pool. Starting off with a T-side pistol. They've yet to win a pistol. They've lost 5 out of 5 pistols. The question is, will it be 6 out of 6? Or is this the gap that will finally be Exploited for good. Mid-aggression. That is a chance for VIPERIO. Awaken. Moving in head first. Trying to punch their ticket ahead. Opening, VIPERIO. Will this be the breakthrough of the pistol? B-side is already qualified, already taken over. 3 kills found to begin with. 1 flanking from Con in PRN. He's been stepping up with the dual Beretta before. This time, oh my, that's his pistol, man. That's his gun. Can do so much with the dualies. Up close, PRN again. Running, gunning with that gun. I can't believe it. Up close on Awaken. Another headshot needed from PRN. But he can't get it. VIPERIO puts themselves up to 9. What a successful round it's been. And they're looking at an opportunity to go for more here. Much more. Like been send in. Complete another shutdown to follow. VIPERIO get their way across swiftly. Need just PRN to find here on the side. Do they accelerate in towards the A side? Is that seeming like a smart idea? For them it is. At least one is sent in with the MAC-10. The spray will be easily obtained. Zodi, man. Crazy. Crazy. Three more to go for VIPERIO. See what this is to be. Be or not to be. Mid-exec. Yes, to send in. Looking for the opener, of course. What you can do, I can do better. Tells to ADEPTS. They went aggressive multiple times before. Going for a mid to A split. Chucky going aggressive with the ARP, but barrel spotted. Kill found. He's all alone. No trade available. PRN, only one left on the A side. And once he's been overrun, side is taken over. ADEPTS is going to save. With VIPERIO up 12-4 or 11-4. There should be no way for this comeback to happen on the CT side from ADEPTS. I'm just going to say that. This was a round you kind of had the opportunity to still make a small comeback, but right now, it seems like VIPERIO has done more than enough to claim victory. And it took them 3 pretty short maps. I guess. First one 13-5, then 13-7. And this one, that could still go long. I think so. But eventually it should be VIPERIO picking it up. The round found for VIPERIO. ADEPTS will be trying their utmost here to go for an M4 buy with one from us. VIPERIO rocking the buy. You can see on their screen. And MAC-10 on Zodi. Up on Awaken. Rifles around it. Just chilling. For the ultimate part. The uptake being the ARP, of course, from Awaken. That could potentially find an opener here towards Connector. Zodi try and run his way in. While aggression towards A is also looming. ADEPTS respond to VIPERIO's somewhat unawareness in middle, or in water. Thinking they can play it very passive. Well, that is not to be. Chucky won't be seen either by Dast. If he was going to check that box, would have seen him sooner than his friend had, but... Look as if the 5th should go to ADEPTS, which is the bare minimum they can do. Or to at least give them a chance. Awaken still on the AWP though, has been good. Awaken though, can go for this clutch still. Up close with the AWP, looks the wrong way. Could be peeked, could be overstepped. Oxbrand has probably seen him. Is Awaken checking camera? No, he ain't. Headshot should be easily obtained, and it is a round found. Defuse is gonna come out barely in time. ADEPTS. It is a round. That's all I can really say. VIPERIO do. And ADEPTS with their backs against the wall. Do they have the resilience to continue? Will the pressure get to them? All questions lurking in the back. Trying to figure out what's up. Screamer waiting in front of A. Again, aggression from ADEPTS that came there. Originally, they're gonna try and play the waiting game, trying to take the initiative, and that's something Oxbrand can definitely do. 2 kills found from the CTs to begin with by going aggressive out of con. Now trying to fight towards the B side. Swisher is aware. Another one could be found. Swisher needs 2 more, both in con. The AWP can't collect either. And ADEPTS, they're now breaking VIPERIO's backs a little. The buy is still there most likely. But they're going to call in a tactical timeout. They realize that they're losing more than they should. Again, the aggression from ADEPTS in those mid-grounds is something VIPERIO just hasn't been ready about. Haven't been able to think about. In any sort of way. And it's really caused them to have to be worried. Round 18. VIPERIO having the buy. That's what we expected them to have. But now we're going to see if there's any answer to come from the sides of ADEPTS. They have the buy. They have the economy to They also have the firepower in this round. Screamo tries to deliver. Does so at all fronts. There's one kill found. Back at his side still has to be cleared. There's Starkey. There is Starkey still up. Not anymore. He's drawn away, causing the round to be tied up at 3 apiece. But a bomb plant that has been found by VIPERIO. The only thing they're going to do is wait out for these 40 seconds. And they should be good for winning out this map. Next round will be a weak buy for ADEPTS. And otherwise, you've got 6 more chances. Having a fight. Awaken is going to swing with the Mac 10. He's going to have to be the one taking initiative, and he will. Piran falling. Another swing for the Mac 10 will be falling. Zodi. Man up for a clutch. 24 needed. Already playing a stellar game, but can't deliver this time. The fuse kits on both players getting ADEPTS their round. And 7 is already found. Maybe there is still a way to get this one across. So, surviving another day. The buy being somewhat okay here for VIPERIO. Piran up close A. Looking to walk his way in with the M4. Again, reactive play, responsive play. 2-man waiting to swing. Screamo wasn't ready enough. Gets beaten apart. Zodi knows Piran still waiting up close. M4 up. He's going to find himself falling. Flank with the M4 will get drawn away. This might cause them to go for the bait and switch. At least it opens up a window. But Tarky at B is the sole survivor of it all. Up also on top of A. Posted and well and truly an opportunity to shut them down going A. VIPERIO has to make the decision. They're the ones that are in the decision chair right now. They're the judges of this round. And what do you want to do? You have to go A. But the op is waiting there. And that is a threat. That was at least going to get one. Now you have to make sure you isolate him. Or just get onto the side, find a plant. Headshot from the AK needed. Nate is good on top of it. Might allow for another shot. At least Chucky had an opportunity. Long getting challenged. Awaken. Finds it. Test up close. Needing to move in. VIPERIO chooses A. And they choose successfully. An op might be good for one. After that, it's hard to collect another. Chucky sent back in. And maybe ADEPTS sent back in as of a whole. 2 of them on 1.4k. And the M4's only on 1 of them. Tarky ain't buying an M4 here. He's going to go without util. Oh, he's going to go without util. Jesus. 2 flashes. Or no, 1 flash. 2 smokes and a molly. With the weapons on your screen. That ain't too much for ADEPTS to go for. So VIPERIO with an entry. It can already be a done deal. One of the rifles early taken away. That's your opper falling. Oh boy, Chucky. Really just thought he was going to be able to get away with that. Chuck did. So the AK is still in the hands of ADEPTS. They haven't lost that one yet. Which is most certainly causing them a little bit of an upset potential still. For grabs it is. The man advantage and all. Here he can start accelerating somewhere. B side's being pushed there by ADEPTS. Trying to clear all the angles. The one that's waiting there is Switcher. He's up for a big toss there on the B side. Loses life to the opper. Chuck has been able to pick it up. And now a mid to A split to win the game. VIPERIO needs 2 kills. 2 more rotating in. That's one of the side players taken away. That's Heaven falling. That should be the round. VIPERIO break open the A site. After an aggression play into B, noticing that there was a gap towards A, and exploiting that, was ultimately what caused them to win this one out. Or is it a win? Or is it kill from the Hopper? Awaken needs just one more. VIPERIO needs just one more. And they will have it 13-7 to finish it off, doing the same as ADEPTS did in that previous map. 13-5 was the first map for VIPERIO. A great reaction came out from ADEPTS, but after that, VIPERIO taking it away. That means the day of Counter-Strike comes to an end, because we've just had ourselves something notified, which was the side of Project G is also forfeiting all their matches in the competition. So that means there won't be any final game for today. It means that Verdant and Project G are both out, and we already know the 6 teams that are making it in towards the playoffs. But with VIPERIO taking this win, they'll be the ones now leading together with Fluffy Gangsters at the top of the order, together with Woppa as well being the team that goes 3-1, whereas ADEPTS will drop down to the 2-2 part of the bracket, possibly one of the lowest rated teams going out, but they still get a match against Sinners Academy tomorrow, in 2 days, where they're going to have to show. And ADEPTS will also have a game still against Woppa, so maybe some upset potentials in that one to make. VIPERIO will go for their third window and still have K-Team to play against, and Woppa as well, together with Fluffy Gangster. So VIPERIO got a lot of matches still to play. For the side of ADEPTS, it's obviously going to be a whole lot less, but for them, they will also be looking good to just at least make it into the playoffs, and then just getting one win is already going to find yourself some money, is already going to put you at a pretty good spot. For now, it means that the day of Counter-Strike comes to an end. VIPERIO takes this game 2-1, and obviously denies the reverse sweep from ADEPTS here, moving up to the 3-1 part of the bracket, I was going to say, but just in the round robin, they're now second place, joined with the side from Woppa, with Fluffy Gangster still leading the chart without having lost a singular game just now. Day has come to an end. We'll see you next time, guys, at one of the Exort _EN streams. Definitely be sure to drop a follow if you haven't already, and I hope to see you back tomorrow. I won't be there tomorrow, but I will be there in the playoffs. Hope to see you then. Or otherwise, just tune in at any times we're live here at the Exort EN. This was the Exort series. Until